This content is based on telepathic communication between the 9th density collective of Ra and their conduit, Joe. Welcome to the Book of Anu. Stars are important pieces of the cosmic framework. They are part of the matrix, enabling direct and immediate access to all parts of the hologram. This happens through the energy network linking suns and portals with various gravitational hotspots. On the 3rd density, a sun functions as a bringer of life and catalyst of evolution. But in the light heavens, these stars are where mother souls gather and live, and where they eventually unite with their soul family by shedding individuality and merging into a greater form of oneness. However, not all suns look the same or fulfill the same purpose. Arcturus is the home of Ra in this galaxy we call Nataru, and the red giant therefore has a special function for all incarnated here. Every soul in Nataru pass through Arcturus in between incarnations. You have all been on Arcturus for soul tuning and healing. If the universe functions as a cosmic university, then think of each galaxy as a high school, with its unique sound, color, and frequency. Nataru serves as an educational hub, teaching slightly different subjects than, for example, Andromeda. When soul fragments wish to attach to an avatar in a particular galaxy, solar system, and planet, there are many factors to consider. Attaining soul growth is the main reason for any incarnation. Planets and species differ greatly in terms of the life experiences they can offer. Many of these decisions are made on Arcturus. It is a place where souls gather to plan their next incarnations, together with a team of guides. Suns serve as important nexus points, used by soul fragments and mother souls as they journey through the densities. As a collective of matrix builders, we, the 9th density collective of Ra, are present in every galaxy. While this universe might feel vast to many humans, from our perspective, it is neither eternal nor infinite in time and space. Our beloved bubble universe Eon is manageable, and the expansion taking place is completely under control. What might seem chaotic, destructive, and without structure is in fact following cosmic code down to the smallest particle. This code resembles music, a symphony that sounds slightly different depending on density, galaxy, solar system, and planet. The mind interprets the hymn of Eon and decodes mathematics and sacred geometry unconsciously. While the experience of this cosmic melody varies among avatars, there is always harmony in every note played, sung, or hummed in Eon. Arcturus holds a special place among the members of the 9th density collective of Ra. It's not that Arcturus is more important than other stars, but it was chosen as the birthplace for the Arcturian species with whom we share a special connection. Mother souls within the 6 soul groups of Ra can incarnate into any avatar being in the physical or semi-physical realms. However, Ra needed a host custom-made to carry the particular soul qualities we possess. The Arcturian species was created by the Cedars. Among its 3 races, one is especially attuned with Ra. This doesn't exclude other soul fragments from choosing incarnations connected with the Arcturians. After all, there are 2 more Arcturian species custom-made for that purpose, one for soul fragments with strong humanoid soul memory, and another for all other species where the connection point allows vast variations in soul imprint. Soul fragments attaching to an avatar could be metaphorically illustrated with a key being pushed into a keyhole. Some keyholes allow significant variations in key size and pattern and still allow the key owner to open the door without a problem. Others are extremely complex and require an exact match, which is the case regarding the Ra-Arcturian connection. Since Arcturus is the main star in the Nataru galaxy connected with Ra, it was natural for the Arcturian species to be seeded onto one of the planets orbiting Arcturus. We named this home planet Era, and the main Arcturian 7th and 8th density species is by us called Ara. The second Arcturian species attuned to humanoid soul imprint is referred to as Aru, and the third species available for all is called Artio. The Arcturians are not spread across the whole universe, therefore Ra has other species in other sectors of the universe that were custom seeded as avatars matching our soul imprint. It's important to remember that Ra originates from outside of Aeon. We were brought to this universe by the Nine. Therefore, our soul imprint is different from much in Aeon, which dates back to the early stages of the universe. When observing the universe from outside of the hologram, we notice how suns are illuminated and dimmed in accordance with the hymn of Aeon. The cosmic code is best understood as music. Mathematics and musicality are tightly intertwined. The hymn of Aeon focuses on 3 stages: birth, remembering, and teaching. The birthing stage is when soul fragments experience lives as a multitude of species and acquire soul memory. Once the soul imprint is clearly set, the second stage begins, which is remembering. The purpose then is to attain an awareness level where the veil of amnesia can be penetrated. This might occur over several incarnations, but eventually an avatar is born with such remembering that the veil either does not exist at all or can be overcome already in childhood. This allows for the last phase to commence, sharing wisdom and teaching others. Every part of creation is propelled towards remembering, and this process might require hundreds or thousands of incarnations. However, once the memories are bright and brought forward from the Akashic records, the last mission of sharing what has been learned is comparatively short but might still play out over several incarnations. If we remove the illusion of time from the equation, these 3 stages occur simultaneously. All suns, planets, and avatars are propelled towards sharing and teaching before their long journey concludes. For a sun, right before the plasma guardian enters the death portal, it breathes out all acquired wisdom in an explosion of light, sometimes taking the form of a visible supernova. However, energetically speaking, all sharing of information could be likened to a supernova. It represents the last breath before the journey on a particular density ends, a form of death followed by immediate rebirth or ascension to the next realm. For a planet, it means making space for a new species if the earlier experiment was unsuccessful. Even if the experiment was successful, it signifies ascension for most beings, while those not eligible see their third density game come to a halt, leading to a planetary reset. This marks the end of one civilization and sometimes the end of a whole species, followed by a new play on a new stage. However, always keep in mind the multidimensionality of life and the fact that time is illusory. A soul fragment can always re-experience incarnations in any civilization, past, present or future. The only limitations in terms of understanding this are your individual consciousness level. For a human being, the third phase means the individual's final exhale, the sharing of wisdom with others. As proof of understanding the ways of the cosmos, each being is pushed to provide cosmic code for future generations to discover once they emerge from the dark night of the soul 26,000 years later or earlier, depending on perspective. The truths you today uncover were provided by yourself as guidance for your current ascension process. Since all are one, birth, remembering and sharing follow the hymn of Aeon, and all the stages are profoundly experienced by every student in this cosmic university. In the Nataru galaxy, Arcturus assumes the role of conductor for the local symphony orchestra. Each galaxy emits its unique tone, and even a planet possesses its distinct sound. However, the music of Nataru isn't merely meant for passive enjoyment through listening. It's intended to be experienced through living. The melody orchestrates the unfolding of various acts in the cosmic play, and at present, your solar system has reached its final stage, the age of awakening and the era of enlightenment, when wisdom must be shared collectively. Progressing through all three stages is imperative for any civilization or species to endure, as stagnation is never permitted to linger in any realm. Your current circumstance on planet Earth signifies the culmination, coinciding with graduation, when the fields are ripe and the harvest is gathered by mother souls who have long awaited this season. As a soul fragment and student, you are graduating, and you are more prepared for this than you realize. This is an intense moment as the symphony guiding your existence grows louder, as the final notes are played and you discern the distinct key rising one octave higher. You sense that ascension is imminent. This compels all to release the old ways of living and embrace a fresh start. Trumpets resound and the air pulsates with colors, music and light waves not encountered for an entire incarnation cycle of 26,000 years. When the light from distant worlds finally reaches your solar system after its lengthy journey through linear time, you realize that your graduation has commenced. New stars illuminate the night sky, and with heightened consciousness you can clearly perceive them. The light fills you with awe and wonder, invigorating your being and granting you access to chambers previously concealed within each cell of your body. This heralds the age of enlightenment long foretold and eagerly awaited. Are you ready for this light? Prepare yourselves, as the final notes of the hymn of Aeon now reverberate within the membranes of your cells. The water in your being will finally unveil all the memories accumulated and preserved by generations before you. The conductor from Arcturus raises their hand for the last time, and the hymn of Aeon draws to a close. As the last tones dissipate and tranquility descends upon your solar system, clarity dawns upon you. Collectively, humanity opens its heart to a cosmic realm that has remained veiled for so very long. It is then that you encounter them, your galactic families, in an embrace of complete remembrance. You have come so far, and the experiment initiated by the Cedars has been a success. Self-awareness has been achieved, and the human species is poised to break through the ceiling and embrace higher consciousness. This marks your ascension, and the breathtakingly beautiful new light that will soon appear in the night sky is proof of your remarkable progress. Your fifth density aura will shine brightly. Until next video, please remember that New Earth is created by you, only you. This is your starseed mission, and so it begins.